We are topside. There was an attempt at a long rest. Uh, Emma, would you like to remind us what precautions the group took? I think you sort of took charge on some of the precautions.
Um, what I was going to say before our session ended was I was going to recommend we kind of pile the bodies off in one area and then go camp back up on the cliff,
Mm.
away from the scent of it all.
Mm-hmm. Good. Is there anything anybody wants to discuss about last week's session or remind the group in terms of a recap?
We destroyed 2 black dragons. Let's go!
Yeah, we took on 2 black dragons and didn't die.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Meridian has taken the first dragon's eye without Aegeus knowing.
Mm-hmm.
He notices it's missing, but Meridian persuaded him that it got blown up in the fight.
That wasn't me.
I now have.
That was Story.
Oh, that was Story.
We're just so like.
Did anybody notice anything weird that happened at the end of last week's session?
And Frog is now being shown as Kermit being tied up.
Forgot about that one. Yes. Yeah, you've got an S&M familiar.
Got a bondage frog.
So he's masked. So whenever he makes a noise, it's not like a standard ribbit. It's more like a.
That's great.
Anybody? But that wasn't what I was referring to. Nobody else knows anything?
Brain.
It's a small thing. You might not have noticed it. Okay. Well, I'm going to leave it as an open question. Anything else about last week's session that anybody wants to remind us about?
My notes got destroyed, so I'm not helpful.
Oh no!
Dog ate your homework?
No, I was moving my desk and a pot of liquid fell onto the notebook I'm using. So,
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm sorry to hear that.
It's all good. It happens. I'm just clumsy.
Like all your notes were destroyed?
Majority of them.
Oh no. That's terrible.
I mean, some of it is still legible, but...
Well, if anybody takes electronic notes and wants to send them to Maddie, I would send you mine, but mine is all interspersed with lore and plot hooks and things. It'd take me quite a long time to edit everything out.
I mean, you could just send me the whole thing. That'd be cool.
See the past.
Yeah, don't think so.
What might be.
Yeah. So, okay.
Can I just ask the thing that you have written in the chat?
Oh, did you also?
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah.
Oh, I tried to whisper that to myself. I don't know why. It went through as a whisper. I don't know why you guys all saw it.
You just ignore it.
Okay.
Well,
so just...
you don't need to ignore it. You don't need to completely ignore it, but it's relevant. It'll come up in a few minutes.
Okay.
So, yeah. So that's weird. Let me just try it.
I just want to stick my head in the water again.
Haven't you seen all you could?
Yeah, she's seen quite a lot. Okay, so yes, you pile up the bodies along the edge of the little lake. Is that what you've got in mind there, Meridian?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even into the water would be better.
Okay. Yeah, you know, Aegeus is surprisingly strong. He is dragging huge chunks. He's giving Cud a run for his money, and you pile up the bodies with everybody's help, including Faxi, and you back away from the edge of the water up the cliff, and you park there. And in the middle of the night, quite a number of, small to medium-sized critters can be seen from your perch, cautiously approaching the piled bodies and carcasses. At some point, a number of the smaller kobolds are dragged away. Some of the critters look like they could be bipedal dinosaur types. Some of them are four-legged creatures. There are also a number of mammals, as far as you can tell, some of them of a feline persuasion, consistent with the jungle setting.
Do I see any of them?
You can see all of them.
Okay.
So going forward, if you would like to try to, you can roll. Why don't you roll perception?
Mm-hmm.
And depending on how high you roll, okay, well, not great.
Nope.
So you definitely will see a panther.
Mm-hmm.
You will see an Allosaurus. You will see quite a few snakes.
Mm-hmm.
There's even a giant frog or a giant toad, which is actually about medium-sized. Plus a few small birds like hawks and owls and things. Okay.
Nice.
So yes, you definitely see those clearly enough.
Before we left the kobolds, do any of them have any armor on them? Or are they...
Yes, they all have sort of crappy kobold style leathers or makeshift things, including some shells, scraps of leather patched together, bits of homemade hides, but nothing really usable by us.
Okay.
It's not up to your standard as an elf of the realm.
Elf. I don't know about that anymore, but
Big quotation marks around elf.
yeah. Elf with no ears. And I also want to do one thing before we go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I want to cast Good Berries.
Ooh.
And I would like to do that 2 times. Let's see, I just need to find that. So I get 20.
Yes, your hands are sticky with the juice of magic berries.
And I will give them to each one of the party. I don't know how many are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Can Clarissa use them?
Can who? Clarissa.
Yeah.
She sniffs at it daintily and then turns her nose up at it.
Okay. So everyone gets 2 each, and I will have 4.
Cute.
Cool.
Just in case.
What do they taste like?
Blueberries.
Nice.
Yeah, they taste like blueberries, but once you eat it, you immediately feel incredibly full. It's like a blueberry that goes down like a gigantic pop rock, and your stomach is suddenly filled with gas, and you just feel like belching.
Nice.
So are people actually eating the good berries, or are they holding on to them?
I'll eat one now.
I'm eating both.
I'm gonna eat
I give her 2 more.
Oh, you didn't have to, but thank you.
I'm just gonna.
You need to keep them because if somebody goes down, you can give them a good brie.
And they will have 1
that's
hit
a really
point.
good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll hang on.
I'm saving mine.
Yeah, I'll hang on to mine.
They last for 24 hours, so.
Okay.
Is anybody sticking one up their nose and shooting it at somebody else?
Very tempting, but no.
The artillery expert.
I'll do it at
perhaps?
the end of the day when they're about to expire and we haven't used them.
Do a paintball fight with good berries.
Oh my god, yes.
Absolutely. Let's roll dice.
I kind of want to give one to Erica.
Yeah, I'd go. So, I'm going to let you say that a familiar or an unseen servant can hold on to a good berry and administer a good berry, even in combat, as long as it's already been prepared that it has the good berry. As long as it's something that's got some way of carrying a berry, which is pretty much everything, like a bird or, even a snake.
Hold it in its mouth.
Yeah, exactly. But then you have to accept that,
They might.
it's going to be, you're literally kissing the frog, right?
Hmm.
Which, especially in this particular case, I don't know how you feel. I mean, in this case, I'm not sure that Kermit can do it.
Yeah, no. It's
Salazar
being
doesn't
withheld
look
from
like
him.
he's. I think his good berry is going to be a ball gag.
Oh my god.
Anybody got some rope?
Kind of looking over at Salazar, just like, I would never do that to you, Edgar.
I
He
want,
likes
I
it.
want this. I want this picture now to have him with a ball gag on. That
Yeah.
would be hilarious.
Give me 10 minutes and
I'll get working on that.
I'm sure there is one somewhere. There's some sick fuck has already created that.
Yeah. But not with the good berry specifically.
Not with a good berry, but hey, it can come in any shape and color and size. We don't judge here.
Nope.
How are you doing, Jess?
Okay.
Hanging in? Okay. Yeah. All right. Let me know if it's making you nauseous, all this talk of, ball gags and things. Yes. So, lucky for you, because you've put this offering, as it were, an all-you-can-eat buffet out a good distance from your campsite. You're not really disturbed in the evening. If anything is aware of your presence, it isn't that interested, since there's so much fresh meat right there available, and most of these carnivores are opportunistic scavengers at the same time. So why start a fight when they don't have to? And there's enough sort of snapping at each other around the buffet table, as it were, that they don't have to come looking for trouble with you guys. Well done. You get a point of inspiration, Emma, if you don't have it.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you.
Good thinking. And Aegeus is continuing to carve up the dragons. He's using some image from a book that you can see, those of you who are paying attention, but he's kind of hiding it.
Like peek over his shoulder.
You're peeking, so you're trying to be stealthy about it?
Yeah. Be
All right.
sneaky.
Yeah, roll a stealth check.
Okay, okay.
And then a perception check if you succeed.
I did not. I'm like, hey, what you got there?
He turns around and he goes, hey, what are you looking at? What are you doing?
I like books. I think they're really cool and interesting.
Well,
What's that book
Professor Fizzle, I'll tell you what, if you write me a good recommendation, when I open my wizarding bed and breakfast, I'll let you see what I'm working on.
Okay, yeah, sold.
And he spits in his hand and sticks it out as a gesture of sealing a deal.
Okay. I spit in mine and I shake his hand.
That's so gross.
Oh, gross.
You have to respect all cultures.
Absolutely, but it's still gross.
After we just talked about transferring good berries via, leather-clad familiars' mouths.
And snot rockets.
Hence literal snot rockets. He opens up his book, and you can see that it's a combination of personal journal as well as spell book. It's a catch-all, but he's got a large fold-out that he's managed to sew into one of the pages. And as he presents it, you see that it is actually the outline of what appears to be a dinosaur with various cuts laid out.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I realize this is a dragon, but my guess is the anatomy is going to be pretty similar. And as far as Cessna's interested in, he's he's primarily looking for the choicest meats, so I don't want to waste a lot of carrying capacity on these sort of secondary cuts.
Right. No, I understand.
Dragon wings and spicy sauce. That might be quite a good seller.
Yeah. So you should feature it.
Well, I'm not really the chef. It's more his thing. I'm sure he's got something there, but yeah, he's working on something called a buffalo, but I don't know. It sounds like a fictitious mystical animal. I thought he should stick to owlbears.
Maybe, but I mean, wouldn't it be nice to have like that feature item that you can't get anywhere else? Like maybe he knows where to find a buffalo and then like can make that your signature item. And it'll make your sales go through the roof if it's good.
I think you should definitely discuss it with him if you ever meet him.
Yeah, no, definitely good.
He's opening up new chain restaurants everywhere, so sooner or later you'll probably run into him.
Good.
Yeah, Cora's been at Cessna's a few times.
Watch out for the coffee.
What's wrong with the coffee?
That's ominous.
Couldn't possibly say. Just be wary of the coffee.
Meridian goes,
Okay.
who's Cessna? Remember, memory loss.
Mm-hmm.
He's a chef / restaurateur.
Ah, interesting.
And he's well, let's just say he has the ability to take on multiple personas
Don't we
depending
all?
on the situation. No, he really does.
I'd like to meet this Cessna one day.
Well, I mean, if you help me get all this to Port Nyanzaru and we can get it onto a ship back to, say, Neverwinter or Waterdeep, you could probably meet him at one of the restaurants there.
He was in Neverwinter last time I saw him.
Yes. Neverwinter.
Winter
And
sounds quite cozy.
he seems to change the subject pretty quickly. I think things are a little bit different these days. Anyway, so let's see. Shall we get going?
I believe we shall.
Did we take a rest already?
Yeah.
Yeah, you managed to get through the evening without any major problems.
Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that.
There is one issue, though. Cora, while she's sleeping, most of you will have heard her sort of shouting in her sleep. And she wakes a couple of times. And Cora feels out of touch, a bit discombobulated. When you wake, you prepare your spells for the next day, and although you feel like you still have the inherent power that you had before, you're unable to commune with Lathander. And although your lower level abilities are there, none of your third or higher level spells can be memorized.
Oh.
Oh no.
You feel like somehow when you say the words, you just don't seem to believe them anymore. All this talk of grace and forgiveness, kindness, turning the other cheek, it all seems incredibly naive. It's just very hard for you to. You can say the words, and to some extent, you can sort of see you can understand the point, but it no longer feels like something you inherently believe in.
Okay. Oh, good.
Feeling a bit disillusioned.
Yes, very much so. You've had your eyes opened and you've seen the world for what it truly is and all its nasty, venal, selfish horribleness, and you no longer feel like being the avatar of Lathander is consistent with how you think people have to conduct themselves in order to get by in the world. You can see how folks who constantly always forgive and turn the other cheek will end up just getting slaughtered and taken advantage of. And you are focused still on trying to stop the destruction of the world. And you don't see how Lathander is going to help you do that.
Okay.
I think Cora is searching for somebody else to believe in.
It certainly feels a bit like a crisis of faith. And whilst you wouldn't necessarily go towards Bane, you can see why a lawful but a selfish but ultimately lawful deity has certain attractions. You know, you don't have to be selfish all the time, perhaps, but you can also sacrifice yourself to the point of dispersing yourself into nothingness for the benefit of others, some of whom may be incredibly ungrateful or undeserving. Dallin similarly feels a little bit unusual. Hrimfaxi in the morning is still there, but seems less interested in spending time with Dallin. And more interested in just surveying the ruins, picking through the dead bodies, occasionally finding an overlooked silver or gold piece and then swallowing it.
So, is it just me, or is everybody getting a little weirder?
Weirder? This is normal.
I mean, I have no references to what I was like before, so no comment.
I've accepted that my life is going to be a chaotic mess from now on.
Oh, well, I mean, good for you then, I suppose.
It
Yes,
stops me from
being
going
weird.
completely insane.
I suppose in some ways insanity has its benefits. Kind of, I guess, maybe like, you know, when you get older, one of the last things you can look forward to is pretending to be senile and being able to flick people off and get away with it.
Well, as they say, Alzheimer's means you always get to meet new people.
I mean, the logic there is solid.
Yep. I saw the Notebook. I cried.
Honestly, my favorite one was my Aunt Charlotte. She tricked one of the poor ladies at a nurse where she was living towards the end of her life into thinking she was Simon Cowell's aunt. And it worked. And it worked.
That's great.
Okay, so.
Yay!
Are we going swimming today?
Yeah, Aegeus is stripping down. He's taking off his vestments and he's tying his scabbard to his back. He's got his gloves on still.
If you want to read, you need to wait 10 minutes.
He just stands there half naked, tapping his bare foot impatiently on the dirt ground.
I would like to ask him what's up with his gloves.
He immediately balls them into fists, puts them on his hips, but slightly hiding them from view. They're just very finely made gloves. I had them made by Taylor in Neverwinter.
They're magic, aren't they?
So if they're
I think you're
fine...
magic. And he points a finger at Eleanor.
You're not
I
really
am a
good at
wizard,
lying.
so yes.
Well, I'm gonna start ritually casting water breathing.
Okay.
While she does that, I'm going to pray to one of the gods.
All right.
Yay.
What does it sound like? What does it sound like when you start ritually casting water breathing?
That for 10 minutes.
You see all the familiars kind of like covering their ears if they can. Grimfaxi just walks away from you, pooping everywhere.
Hey.
I was actually going to ask, is it possible for me to turn Edgar into something else? What, like by poofing him into the pocket dimension and then poofing him back?
Yeah, it's the standard thing of casting the spell again, isn't it? You have to have the spell prepared, 10 gold pieces, and doesn't it take like an hour or something?
Yeah.
You could have done it last night, so.
I'll just pop him into the pocket dimension. He's safe there, and he doesn't have to deal with
Okay.
with noise.
All right. Edgar is busily picking at one of the dead kobolds, and just as he's about to scarf down a nice big chunk of kobold liver, you poof him away, and he squawks in protest.
I'm gonna pick up the kobold liver and just be like, just poof him back for a second so he can have it, and then send him back to the pocket dimension.
And as you poof him away, the liver remains, and you hear another protest. You get the sense that he thinks you're teasing him.
I'm not I'm trying not to. I just.
Is Meridian just sitting there gnawing on another piece of raw meat?
Honestly, I was gonna say she's plugging her ears to the singing, but probably just picking at her teeth nonchalantly with a bone, just watching the chaos unfold. But very curious about those gloves. I want to know what those are.
I'll just start taking. I'll take the 10 minutes to take off my boots and anything but basically shirt and breeches.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna go in without armor?
Idea.
I don't have armor. I don't think.
Do you not wear leather armor?
Oh, I do wear leather armor. Will I sink in leather armor?
So, in 5th edition, there are no rules about swimming unencumbered or anything. So technically, you can swim in plate mail, which is the most ridiculous thing. But since those are the rules, that's how we're going to play it. So
right.
you can swim in armor if you want to, and leather armor. I'm not sure that should really be a problem, to be honest with you.
All right, so I'll keep that on, but I'll take off like jacket and non-essentials.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't wear armor.
I'll just keep my puppets strung on my belt and my rapier.
Okay. Aegeus is busily ritually casting the alarm spell on his stuff. And
paranoid.
Huh?
He's paranoid. Somebody's gonna come into the woods and steal his stuff.
Says, I just don't like people touching my stuff.
As Meridian, I'll just kind of walk by and, quote, air quotes, accidentally knock the alarm spell with my tail.
Hey!
What?
What's the matter with you?
I don't know. You tell me. You probably know more about me than I do.
Oh, I can't even insult you. You're no fun. He picks up all his stuff and he gingerly walks barefoot over the sharp pebbled stones and finds another area near the base of a tree, looks around several times, and then pats it, leaves it there, and starts casting the ritual spell again. And he keeps an eye on Meridian the whole time he's doing it.
Can I just walk up right next to him while he's casting it? Just stare at him.
He looks at you very, very uncomfortable.
Why are you not wearing shoes?
We're going swimming, aren't we?
But you're wearing gloves.
I think you're gloves.
I don't have gloves.
Ah, whatever.
Surely it would be.
Ah, you interrupted my spell again.
You are a strange being.
And he starts all over again from the very beginning.
I'm gonna go stick my head in the water, see if anything's coming out the tunnel.
All right, you get a refreshing blast of cold water in your ears, but nothing seems to be coming up. Anybody else want to do anything before we go down?
Maybe have some lights. Don't any of you have a light spell?
I do.
I do.
Just cast it
We
on
could have,
some stones or something.
I'm gonna say
Yeah,
we
you-
all pick up,
do
all
light
pick up a
spells.
pebble.
Yeah.
I'll
Cast the
follow
light.
Cora's lead, and then when we go in, I'll take the rear.
But if we all have a pebble and we cast light on it, we could all have our own light.
Can't
can't
you
be
only
possible.
cast light once?
Yeah, I don't think it works like that.
Yeah,
Post it.
Oh yeah, the spell ends if you cast it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But we have two,
so you can have as many as you have party members for.
Yeah. So we can have 2.
So you could maybe I'll take point on the back, and you could have the pebble near the front.
You can definitely do that. Or you can even cast it on one of your weapons if you guys want to swim down there with weapons drawn.
It's maybe best to have it on pebble, so if we need to douse it, we can just put it in our... It says that if you completely cover it with something opaque, it blocks the light. So if we need to have darkness, it's maybe best to have it on a small thing.
Aegeus looks at all of you and says, "Don't expect me to douse that. I'm not wearing enough." Okay, that was a fan favorite. Okay,
I'm sorry.
is everybody ready to? Yeah, so you finish. 10 minutes go by. Aegeus has cast his alarms. You have to wait for Aegeus to cast his alarm spell for the 3rd time. And Dallin, you complete the water breathing spell.
Mm-hmm.
Who's getting water breathing?
Everyone. It's up to 10 creatures.
Okay. So the frog is getting one.
Does it need one?
I don't think he needs one because he's amphibious. And I think they can stay underwater for like hours at a time.
Okay.
I can double check that if you want.
Well, I mean, you should really.
Okay.
So is Rimfaxi coming with us?
Is Rimfaxi coming with us?
Does
I
it seem
think that's
like...
kind of up to you.
Yeah.
Rimfaxi seems less and less interested in spending time with you. Whereas initially you felt like there was much in common, especially with your recent change in behavior after accepting the deal with Real / Terrell Var. With your most recent transformation, you feel less and less interested in spending time with Rimfaxi, who is, of course, an extra-planar fiendish entity.
Mm-hmm.
And Rimfaxi and you, whilst you do share a sort of a bond of sorts, you increasingly find the smell of sulfur that covers him is less and less interesting. And you prefer the smell of the pine cones and well, there aren't that many pine cones, but there's the wet, dewy dampness of the jungle. He will come with you, but you do not know for sure if you can dismiss him and bring him back again.
Okay. Then I will
Plus, he is literally made of flame, so he's a little bit worried. You can sense that he's a little bit worried about going underwater.
Mm-hmm.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, you can always wait on the surface with Cud and Clarence.
He thinks it'll ruin his hairdo. Which I'm sure somebody else probably sympathizes with.
Is Cud and Clarissa coming?
If you want them to come, they'll come. Clarissa is a bit concerned about going underwater. Do you think it's going to be moving water? I'm not a real fan of moving water.
Well,
I bet you're a bit less of a fan of sunlight and being alone in the jungle, though.
Oh, if I'm in the shade and I'm in my sarcophagus, I should be fine.
Set an alarm spell on your sarcophagus to alert you if anybody touches it.
Oh, yes, that would be very helpful. Can you make it give out the sound that everyone can hear?
Yeah.
Like a
Probably do that.
Boop, boop, boop.
Just
We
like
do like
that.
little bells. Like ding 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 ding.
Oh, no. I think I've had enough of the ding-a-lings in a lifetime.
All right. That's fine. Let's see. So I can do it ritually. That would take another 10 minutes if everyone's okay with that.
Aegeus is just tapping his foot like, come on!
I'm going to put up a finger at him to tell him to wait.
I knew I should have taken water breathing.
Ellie's just going to jump in the pool of water and just kind of like float just underwater happily.
Right. Now that you can breathe water, you can float face down, and it's kind of like a cool sensation.
Yeah. She's like a foot underwater, just happily floating there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, little fish come up to you and start nipping at your toes.
Yeah, since we all have the water breathing, I'll join her, like, because it's more fun than standing around waiting.
Okay, yeah, you jump in and you join her as well. The two of you are doing synchronized swimming, and having fun. Do you guys want to practice a synchronized swimming move?
I mean, I'm down if Ellie is.
Yeah, why not?
All right, let's have joint acrobatics rolls. Now, in this case, one of you will be the lead, and the second one has to follow. And the person who rolls first will set the range. The second person has to try to match that range, and they can have the benefit of their modifier. So it'll be a 3-point range on either side of the number the first person rolls, and the second person has to be within 3 points, and they can adjust it backwards or up or down based on using their modifier.
You roll first.
Okay.
All right, so Story jumps in, does a little pirouette upside down, comes back up to the surface, spits water out of her mouth, and then dashes back in again.
Even if I reduce it, that's still 19.
Ellie goes in and just belly flops. And
So-
when you both come up to the surface, what does everybody say?
Nice.
I'm going to see if I can catch a frog.
Oh gosh. Speaking of, so does the water have oxygen in it?
Yes, it does have some oxygen in it.
Word. So then, yes, he can go through because frogs breathe through their skin, and as long as there's oxygen in the water, they can breathe underwater.
Awesome. Well done. Yes, I just looked it up, and frogs do have the amphibious feature in D&D 5th edition, so I can definitely do that.
Oh, I should have looked up the D&D. I was looking up actual frogs.
She's like Wikipedia frogs.
Yeah.
I think it was like
Encyclopedia
frogs.org.
Britannica, like fast forwarding through some nature documentary on Netflix.
It was
Signing up for a
birthmuseum.org.
Yeah, nice.
All right.
And I've decided to not do alarm, so it won't be ritual. I've decided to do arcane lock instead. It does take a spell slot, but the spell alarm, it only works if I'm within a mile of it. And I don't know if we want to keep track of that. This one's easier because we can set a password, and as long as Clarissa knows the password and we know the password, then nobody else can get in.
Very good. Well done.
So there's that. And
Yes.
the password will be Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Oh, you don't have to say it 3 times. We don't want to cause any more problems.
Roll D100.
Oh my god.
But Maddie, you're the one rolling Beetlejuice.
Oh,
you're,
I am?
you're the one
Okay.
saying Beetlejuice, right?
Yeah.
No, that was me.
Well, she
Oh.
said Beetlejuice 3 times.
Yeah.
I just said it.
Oh well, Emma, you should roll 3 times. Meridian, rather.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
People casting mage armor.
Sorry, that was me. I didn't want to interrupt.
I'm not a part of this.
Yeah, Meridian, you feel for one brief moment, you feel the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, and a cold wind passes over your skin. Not cold as in temperature cold, but cold to your core. And for just 1 second, you have the sensation that you just barely averted disaster.
It's
I didn't mean to
Oh
voice
god. All right, let's go.
I'm a demon.
You don't know.
That's
Meridian shivers pleasantly at the cold feeling.
Yeah, this isn't that kind of cold. All right. Clarissa goes, oh, that's lovely. I guess I won't have to worry about being interrupted while I'm getting my beauty sleep.
I cast water breathing on everyone except Salazar, so if Clarissa needs to get in the water, she has water breathing.
Oh, thank you. And she kisses Dallin on the cheek.
Oh, okay. You're welcome.
And as she does so, she slightly just nips your cheek with one of her canines. And you feel a little scratch and just a tiny bit of blood.
God damn it, Clarissa.
Oh, sorry, couldn't help myself. Toodaloo, have fun.
Toodaloo.
And she climbs back into the sarcophagus and disappears.
Meridian joins them in the water.
Yeah, so does Satina.
All right.
Let's leave the nightmare.
Oh, I can't control Salazar.
Oh, hang on, I'll change that for you.
Should we just leave Rimfaxi with Clarissa?
Yeah.
Just
You can bring him along. He'll come with you.
Yeah.
Is Cud getting in the water?
it's up to him.
We could definitely use his help.
We could. I'm not gonna force him.
I don't know how
Who
big
knows?
he is
There
on
might be
swimming.
some tea down there.
There's going to be tea?
Maybe. There is
You're
loot.
not just saying that.
Oh no, I'm saying it. Just saying it.
What? He looks confused.
Do you want to stay with Clarissa and the horse, or do you want to come with us underwater into some deep dark caves for possible loot and maybe a fight?
He genuinely will do what you guys recommend he does. So it's really up to you guys.
Come with us. Why not?
Okay. And is Humfaxi coming or not? I wasn't clear. He will go with you.
Will he die in the water?
What? What's that?
Will he die when he gets in the water?
He gingerly places one foot in the water, and you see some smoke billow out when the flames on one of his hoofs touches the water, but he doesn't seem perturbed by it. He just seems to be a little bit uncomfortable.
Okay.
Probably best not to risk it.
I don't know. He's a good fighter.
Aegeus is impatiently tapping his foot on the surface of the water as he's back floating.
You can just go along if you want.
Fine! And he disappears under the surface.
Oh, he is not going alone. I am going with him. No.
Meridian follows.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring Rimfaxer with us.
All right.
Hand in a fight.
All right.
If there's gonna be a fight.
Yeah, going into a dragon lair. What could possibly happen? What could possibly go wrong? Exactly. What happened there?
The water breathing last 8 hours?
24.
24, nice.
Yeah, you can literally take a nap down there if you wanted to.
Yes.
That would be quite calming.
I mean, not that you would want to, but if, for example, if you were forced to.
I reckon
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
What? No.
No.
What are you talking about? No. All right. So just make sure.
Cora's going to follow everyone, but it's kind of fairly obvious to everybody that she seems distracted.
Yeah, this is an unusual moment. Cora remembers vividly, not very long ago, being the subject of attention at a great ceremony in the city of Neverwinter, where the Archbishop was rewarding her for her service as a paragon of Lathander. And now she's not entirely sure what to make of all this. Okay. Can everybody see underwater?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, what is that?
Crab?
It looks cute from
I thought it was a dead dwarf or something.
Yes, so you swim down easily hundreds of feet. You no longer see the light. It's odd because it doesn't feel like it's hundreds of feet in terms of water pressure. So the water breathing spell seems to make adjustments for you, not just for the ability to breathe, but also the ability to survive underwater.
Oh, that's good.
One of the things that is interesting is that the further down you go, the more saline it seems to become. And those of you who have any experience with the ocean get the sense that perhaps this is somehow tied to some underground cave networks that maybe actually access the ocean surrounding the island, which is not unusual for an island that's got, a mix of volcano-based basalt and some limestones. Especially, as your dwarf might say, underwater. Probably sounds a bit like limestone, basalt, volcano.
Yeah, can we talk to each other underwater?
You sure can, but you guys I might ask you to role play it. Great. Well done. Yeah, that's what we should do. We should all what's that? Blow our lips while we're diddle our lips while we're talking to make it sound like we're underwater.
Yeah, a whole session with that.
Are
Story's
we
just
going
gonna
to
point.
get this dragon treasure?
Lead the way, Mr. Expert.
Follow me. And he starts swimming off. This is working out way better than I expected.
I'm laughing too much.
Well done, Emma. Well done.
Thank you.
Let's see. Yes. So. Now, Aegeus will point down these two obvious corridors, asking, indicating which direction should we go. And he's not entirely clear himself, since he's never been down here.
Well, this way seems to open up a bit more.
Do we want to go the open way? Or the super tight passage?
I could scout ahead. Have a look, see what's going on in the open, or in the bit that opens up a bit.
Do you need a light pebble?
I have dark vision.
Okay. Wow, must be nice.
I can also, as a shadow monk, give someone dark vision, but it costs quite a lot of my key points to do so.
No worries. Yeah, sure.
Sorry, so just to be clear, are you giving Meridian your dark vision?
I could, but
I'll be okay for now.
It uses the majority of my key points, so it's one of those things. Like, do I use it now? And
I'll be okay for now. I got my
later. Can I swim over to this point here?
So just actually that raises a sorry, Tara, just one second. So that raises a good question. Hrimfaxi does not have dark vision. Cud does. And I don't think your frog has dark vision.
Oh, I don't know.
Let me double check.
But my nightmare.
Nope. Oh yeah, your frog does have dark vision. He has 30-foot dark vision.
Okay.
My nightmare, Hrimfaxi, he sheds bright light in a 10-foot radius and dim light in an additional 10 feet. So, kind of dark vision for 20 feet.
Right. So he's bright enough to ruin dark vision for everybody else.
Yep.
We won't do that. But he does stand out. It's like a big glowing red black horse in the middle of the water, which is quite dark actually. Okay, so which direction are we all going in?
I was thinking if I scout ahead and see what this area looks like ahead of us.
Mm-hmm.
See if that's the way we should go, or if this is the way we should go. Just kind of get an idea of what's going on.
Just go in one direction or another. I mean, you don't ask me.
Okay, I'm gonna check this path first and let everyone know how it looks.
Okay. Let me get some. Let's get some music going.
Dun, 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 dun.
What? Me?
Thinking...
No, I'd never do that.
I was thinking more bed knobs and broomsticks, but that's nice.
Gotta play the Mario Waterworld music.
Hopefully it's not so soporific that anybody falls asleep. All right, I think that's about 60 feet. So you can see that the caverns open up further. An interesting feature about this underwater cave system. The tunnels have a height approximately equivalent to the width, so they're not exactly tubular precisely, but they are somewhat similar. So in some cases, there are pockets of air at the very top that you can access. It's not like there's a level that you can swim without water breathing consistently across. It's more like there are just sort of uneven ceilings and uneven floors and things. Throughout the ruins, throughout the caves, you find a number of scattered bones, occasional glinting from bits of equipment that seem to be rusting and just laying there, which is, I guess, visible as a result of your light spell. You're carrying a pebble with the light spell, right?
I'm relying on my dark vision at the moment, but I'm
guessing okay. Well, then you wouldn't see any reflections, but you might see some unusual shapes that look, if they're not already covered by calcification and the shapes are still recognizable, you would be able to tell that, occasionally you see something that looks like it could be a spear, something that looks like an odd angular shape that doesn't look like a natural occurring stone or something else. There are a number of fish that swim through here. Some of them seem to be your standard colorful fish that you might find out in the open ocean. A few of them seem to be smaller fish that look like they could even be blind and hard to discern whether or not they would live here all the time or they're just here as a function of the safety afforded within this cave system. Does Ellie go any further? Now Ellie sees all this, but how are you imparting any information to the party?
I have the message cantrip.
Yes, you do.
I'm going
So did everybody see that I posted underwater combat movement and spellcasting rules in the notice board?
On Discord?
Yeah, I did it right after last week's session, or I think I did it on the weekend last week.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Okay. So I'm not saying that you're going to be in combat. I'm also not saying it. Yeah, so what do you guys want to do? Any of you?
I kind of want to...
That dog does not like water.
I kind of want to check just down here first.
All right, you can move forward in increments of sort of 10 to 20.
Yeah, I'm going to move over here.
Okay. All right. You can roll a perception check.
Eight. My passive is 15.
Okay. Yep. What? What's that?
Oh.
Goodness.
What? No. It'll be fine.
Surely an accident.
It'll be fine.
I don't think any of us can see Ellie.
None of you can see Ellie. Ellie is just far enough away that none of you can see her. And Aegeus doesn't have dark vision either.
I'm going to start swimming towards where I last saw her.
No, you're not, because you don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be head.
You're all meta game. She hasn't done anything yet. Okay, so
see further down.
Well, yeah, you can see stuff, but hang on. Suddenly, everything becomes very hazy, and you realize that your skin is burning. Let's have a. Well, there's no save really. You take. The entire thing just becomes incredibly hazy, and you feel like you're no longer in water. Just feels very stiff and viscous. And you take 21 points of acid damage.
Holy shit!
Did.
Oh no!
Oh, what happened here? Let's clear this out. Let me remove all of these. Okay. You guys want to roll your initiative?
Do we?
And he is going to go off initiative count 20.
Oh, me and Sal's are the same.
Actually, we're going to make it 16.
It's a gelatinous cube underwater. Oh, no wonder.
Oh.
All right. Has everybody rolled? Have you rolled for your familiars as well? Salazar. Yes. Okay. And we're missing Cud.
3 19s.
And yeah, a lot of 19s there.
Jeez Louise. Let's keep these rolls up, guys.
You want to roll for Cud?
Sure.
Wait, this is acid damage.
Okay. Okay. So you are not only taking acid damage, but Ellie is also engulfed in this thing. She is restrained and unable to breathe. So it's not a question of water breathing. It's a question of not being able to breathe anything that's got oxygen in it. And you can try to escape on your next turn. You were surprised on this turn, so you couldn't take any reactions either. It'll be Cud's turn. Cud won't do anything until somebody orders him to. Cora, it's your turn. Now, you can't see Ellie, and you didn't necessarily hear her either. I guess you could hear Ellie scream.
Scream and then nothing.
Yeah. Scream and nothing. Just... And then that's it.
So I'm going to head in the direction we last saw her sort of head.
Mm-hmm.
And just go 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Now, does that mean I can see her? That's the question.
You can see Ellie. She seems very hazy, but that's not entirely inconsistent with being underwater. It's not like, you're in a cave system and there is organic material around. There's some giant things that float around. You're not entirely sure what they are. That could be dragon poop, for all you know.
So I can't tell that something's attacked her.
She is oddly suspended she doesn't look like she's swimming. She looks more like she's kind of got her hands around her neck trying to breathe. She's obviously in distress. Let's put it that way.
Okay, I'm going to use my action to go a further 30 feet to see what's happening.
Okay. Yeah, once you get within sort of 30 feet, you can tell there's something unusual about this. And she's clearly being held in stasis by something. It's very hard to tell what it is. But she's definitely surrounded by something else. And flailing wildly, or trying to flail wildly.
I don't think there's anything else I can do. Oh, I could use my bonus action to cast spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon is what level?
2.
Okay.
That was what I was going to ask. So I can't cast level 3 and 4, but do I have those spell slots that could be used for levels 1 and 2, but at level 1 and 2? Yeah.
Yeah, you do. You just can't.
Yeah.
You just can't memorize the spells.
Right. Okay. So I will do spiritual weapon. 14 to hit. 10 force.
Okay. Yeah, something. It kind of bounces off of something. And you feel that it's definitely made an impact. No pun intended.
And that would be me.
Okay. Dowling's turn.
Yeah, I can see shite.
It's okay. We're allowed to use bad words occasionally.
I do have a light pebble up, just for reference.
Yeah, but that's
But not far.
40
It won't reach.
Yeah.
50 feet, right?
Yeah, you can't even see Cora at this stage.
No.
20 feet bright, 20 feet dim.
Yeah. Well, I guess seeing that Cora swam away, I guess I'm going to follow.
You can see Cora, and she's obviously casting a spell.
No, I can't see Cora.
You've seen Cora cast spells before. You know what it looks like when she starts moving her hands.
I can't see Cora because I only have
Do you not have dark vision?
No.
Uh,
I don't anymore.
Well, sucks to be you.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, the sympathy.
Yeah.
Do you not have something else that you can use? Like a racial ability?
Yes, I do. But I don't want to use my action on that now. So I'm just seeing that she swims away, so I'm just gonna follow. But just to be the devil's advocate here, isn't swim speed halved?
Yes. I forgot to mention that. Yes, that's right.
Do you want to retcon my go?
Yeah, we'll move you back 30 feet, but you can still cast your spiritual weapon if it's within 60 feet.
So I get up to Cora and I can still see she's there, but what? And I'm also gonna send Rimfaxi forward. And
he just sort of paddles his way through. And as he goes past you, he kind of looks at you like, what the fuck? So he will go all the way using a whole move and dash.
Mm-hmm. That's nice.
So he'll be there. Well, he's not flying, is he?
No, he isn't.
Yeah, so he'll be using that. Okay.
That's me.
Okay. Meridian.
Well, it seems we're all swimming this way. So I'm not sure if it'll quite translate that there's something wrong at this point. I just know we're swimming this way, so I will use my action and movement to swim 30 feet. Just to hear. And then
all right. Yeah, you can see Hrimfaxi glowing there in the distance, but you still can't quite make out what's going on.
Yeah.
Right. Ellie, it is now your turn. You are no longer surprised. So you can try to take an action to try to break out of it.
Yeah, I wanna try and squirm free.
Okay, it'll be a strength check.
Oh god.
You're still struggling inside of it. It's like swimming through jello. Okay, Story.
I'll go ahead and swim up. I'll use my action to swim up beside Cora with a dash. And I do have dark vision, so I can see Ellie in the thing. Cora cast a spell. I'll just clap my hands in the water, try and make noise, and to get Ellie's attention, shoot her a thumbs up and give her a bardic inspiration die.
Hey.
Can you post it in the chat?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. She gets inspiration, bardic inspiration.
Yep,
Satina.
and that's my turn.
Okay.
Okay. So you said movement speed is halved.
Yeah.
So would my dash only be 25 feet?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, that's so sad.
Yeah, your stumpy little legs.
Be behind everybody else.
Fighting underwater really sucks.
Oh wow. Okay. Lordy.
Now, do you actually have Salazar on a leash?
No, I don't have a leash. That would be terrible.
That would be super, super bad.
Yeah, so I took my action to move. I was seeing if I had any bonus actions, but there's none that I want to take right now.
Okay. Salazar takes his bonus action and takes his action to dash behind you, swimming as hard as he can, but it's a little bit hard with all that leather on his face and his arms.
Can I instruct him to search for loot on the floor? Anything of use?
You got a telepathic message. It's bloody hard to see anything with this leather mask on.
Well, take the mask off.
My hands are tied.
Oh, sorry. I can't help him. It's not my turn.
He goes down and he tries to poke around with one of his web toes. Yeah, let's have a perception check.
Okay.
He gets a +1 to perception.
That's a 15. Oh wait, no, 16 because I also have a +1.
Okay, so he gets a 16. Okay. Yeah, he finds some rotted and mostly completely consumed corpses, really skeletal bones, more like it, including one that appears to be of a sort of half fishy person. Oh, that's the wrong one.
Ooh. He's cool.
Next to his body, there's a trident.
Oh. Well, that's neat.
But it's too big for Salazar to pick up.
Yeah. And I
He's
also
not strong
can't
enough.
use that.
Okay. Sorry, is there anything else for you or Salazar?
No, but I want Salazar to do that each turn. Just poke around.
Okay, all right. Technically, a search is an action, so...
So you can move his movement back. Let me put him right here.
Okay, so it's more important that he finds loot.
Yeah.
Sure, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, why share stuff, right? Okay, so... Ellie, how are you doing?
Ow. Can I use my reaction?
Yes, you may use your reaction.
I want to absorb element.
Yeah, can you post it? Does it have a verbal component? No, somatic only. Okay, so you can cast that spell. You can absorb 10 points of damage, and you'll take 11. Actually, you'll take 10. It'll absorb 11 of acid. And it is now Cud's turn. Cud is not sure what's going on. You hear him go. But he decides to follow the rest of you since you're all swimming in one direction. Cora, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move my 15 feet up to.
In fact, you can actually move up there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to cast Toll the Dead on the thing surrounding Ellie.
Mm-hmm.
Is this thing already damaged or no?
Yeah, it is. Your spiritual weapon hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and he saves.
Yeah, but okay, yeah, it's necrotic. Okay, so it actually, yeah, will save. Okay.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to. Well, actually, I don't need to use my bonus action, do I? I can just cast my spiritual weapon.
Or you can just give.
Oh my.
So hang on a second. Oh yeah, as a bonus action. So you're going to use your bonus action to attack with it. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you crit on that. Well done. Not best rolls, but yeah, good. Boom! You all hear this thunderous sound as this thing whips across whatever it is that's holding Ellie in place. Anything else for Cora?
No, that's everything.
Okay.
Can't do
Dowlin,
anything else.
the Night Rider.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I can see Ellie now because of Rimfaxi, right? Since he sheds light 20 feet each way, so I should be able to see her.
Okay, yeah.
I think I'm going to use. Can I create a bonfire on the water? It's magical, right?
It is magical. You can post in the chat. I'm not sure that it actually will work because I'm pretty sure one of the effects of water, as per the layout things, is that it'll put out any fires.
Okay.
A fireball spell will still go off.
That's doesn't say anything about water.
Spells still work like normal even if they're fire underwater. It's just that creatures have resistance to fire damage if they're fully submersed.
So it has resistance if I use it?
Let's see. Yeah, so it'll summon magical fire. because it's a conjuration cantrip, not evocation.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you can go ahead and cast that spell.
Okay, I'm gonna cast it.
Even though it says you create a bonfire on ground that you can see.
That is a fair point. But you can cast it on the ground underneath it.
I'm gonna cast it here so I don't hit Ellie.
Okay.
Let's see. Let me see, 15. Oh. Yeah. And it saves, of course.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use my bonus action.
Well, hang on a second.
Okay.
No, it fails its save.
Oh, okay.
So it will take the 9 points of damage.
Halved. Because it's in water.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. And I'm gonna... Can I see that Ellie is hurt by the acid? She's singed, right? I can see that.
Is Ellie bloodied?
She definitely looks in pain.
Okay, so Tara, I'm asking, has Ellie lost more than half her hit points?
Yes.
Right. So you can see that Ellie's face is partly melted.
Okay. Then I'm gonna do a healing word.
She looks like she's got a really bad case of acne.
Yeah. And I'm gonna do it at a 2nd level.
All right.
8.
Okay. Yeah. Ellie, you regain 8 points. Well done.
And I'm gonna send Rimfoxy to make a hoof attack.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll it or?
Yeah, you go. You roll it.
Okay.
He's your nightmare.
And puss.
Does he do a hi-ya?
Hiya! So it's
fiendish horse doing a Miss Piggy hi-ya is hilarious. Okay, yeah, he hits it and it does quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, it's 12.
Well done.
Because of the fire is half. Or
yeah, so I'm not saying that there's fire resistance just because you're underwater.
okay. That's up to you.
Okay. God bless you.
Bless you.
That
I'm sorry.
That was the cutest sneeze I've ever heard.
Thank you.
You sounded like a childish Klingon.
Thanks.
Okay.
I'm sorry to derail. Continue.
Yeah, it's okay. All right, Meridian Glacier.
All right. I will swim forward 15 feet. I can see what's going on now, thanks to Rimfaxi and my light spell. And I will cast a Ray of Frost at it. Why not?
All right. Yeah, that'll hit too.
And that's my turn.
Okay. And so its movement is also reduced by 10 feet.
This is true.
All right. Ellie's turn again.
I'm going to use my bardic inspiration. So that's a D6 on top of my wriggling freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
All right, so the bardic inspiration is going to, you use it, you feel like you got a lot better off, but then you realize you're still an elven monk with a dex build. You're still stuck.
I am like this far from going, F it, I'm just gonna eat my way out.
Ooh, not recommended.
Danger jelly!
If she had made a melee attack after that, she would have gotten extra damage.
Yeah.
Because she did the absorb elements.
If only somebody had remembered.
Yeah, remember next time, Ellie. You got this.
Ah!
Nom 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 nom. Story.
So does Cud count as friendly? I can move through his space.
Sure.
Is it half movement?
It's still half movement, yeah.
But it's not like half of half movement for moving through a space?
I'm going to say that because you're swimming, you can actually go around him. So we'll just count it as half movement normal. You're just going around him.
All right.
Like, as in you can swim over him or underneath him.
Okay. Seeing Ellie over there, still struggling, not looking great. I'm gonna swim 15 here, and then another 15 here.
Okay.
That is my turn.
All right. Satina.
I am going to take my lousy 15 of movement to at least get in the range where I can see. Oh gosh, I hate this. And I am going to send a firebolt at the thing. That is a critical failure, but it's a 7.
And it still hits.
Hell yeah. That's 12 fire damage, baby.
Yeah,
Hey.
nice. All right.
Thank God for that +6.
Yes, Salazar.
Salazar. He's going to take his movement, which I forgot what it was.
It's 20 feet.
20 feet?
Yeah,
It's regular
because he's a small frog, that's why.
Yeah, no, I get that. He's going to come up here, over to the swirly thing. Oh, I need to click on my cursor.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to look around over there.
Sure. Roll perception.
I shall. That is a 4.
He thinks he sees something interesting and he sticks one little webbed finger in and it gets bitten by a claw.
Poor guy.
Salazar just shoots you a dirty thought. Really?
Sorry, buddy.
Okay. Yeah. How's Ellie doing?
Ow.
Again? Still?
Absorb elements.
All right. Let's see. Let's roll the damage. Let's make it more fun. All right, it's the same. You take 10. Good.
Rolled for Aegeus.
Oh yeah, we forgot about Aegeus altogether. He's been floating around back there like, I can't see it. What if we can't see it?
I assumed he was just treasure hunting.
What was that, Joe?
I assumed he was just treasure hunting.
Well, he's happy to help out, but he doesn't really know what's going on. I'm going to leave it to you guys to tell people what to do. Cud, what do you guys want Cud to do? Somebody has to use an action to give him.
How far can
Cud
we
will
get?
swim up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Me out.
Sorry. 5, 6, 7. He'll swim up to Ellie, and next turn he'll be able to help Ellie get out if she doesn't get out on her own.
Thank you.
Cora.
Okay. I am going to move over here, and I'm gonna try and toll the dead this guy again, or whatever this thing is. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, my rolls are too high. And then I am going to do.
You see it. You see
on
this
Ellie.
vague outline of a bit of this weird, goopy, amorphous creature reach out toward you in the shape of a middle finger.
I am going to do healing word on Ellie.
All right.
And I'm going to do it at level. Can I can do it at level 4 because it's a level 1 spell that I can remember.
Mm-hmm.
So you get 19 hit points.
Holy smokes!
That's fantastic.
I've got to work out.
Ellie's going to come out of this with more hit points than when she started. She'll be like, "Let's do it again."
No.
All right, Knight Rider.
I'm gonna do the same as last time. My bonfire.
Okay.
Let's see. And a save.
Yeah, just kind of slowly roasts. Well done.
Knowing that Cora is a really good healer, I think that Ellie has gotten her fair share last turn. So I'm not gonna use my bonus action.
From what you can see through the legs of Firmfaxi, who's sort of circling around this area, Ellie looks very, very healthy.
Yeah. I'm gonna use my 15 feet just to move a little bit closer, and I'm gonna stay there, and I'm gonna tell Rimfaxi to try and hit it again.
Okay, what's Ellie's Constitution modifier?
Not high enough.
Yeah, you're technically drowning. You should have been drowning already, so you should be taking damage every turn drowning.
Yeah, I have a Constitution of 12.
Yeah, because you're not exactly holding your breath; you're actually drowning. Okay, so let's see. Well, I guess you could be holding your breath. All right, Meridian, your turn.
All right. People are in my way. However, we're in water, so I'm going to swim 5 feet upwards.
Yeah, it's easy enough.
Yeah, and a little bit forwards as well, and I'm just going to send another ray of frost its way.
Okay, cool.
This thing's soaking up our damage. Here we go.
Yeah.
Reduce its movement again.
All right. It doesn't seem to be interested in moving. It just seems to be interested in digesting.
Just in case. That's my turn.
Yeah, fair enough.
So,
Ellie.
Can Rimfaxi hit it?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Oh, we didn't do Rimfaxi. Yeah, you should have gone ahead and done. Go ahead. Okay. Well, in that case, it'll be Meridian that kills this thing.
Go.
And it sort of dissolves, and Ellie suddenly is freed from this gelatinous grip, and she starts breathing the saline water. Cud swims right up and grabs her and pulls her and yanks her over here. And then underwater he says, "I saved you."
Meridian snorts.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I just immediately laugh. She's essentially just going to say, "Fucking dungeon roomers!" Thank you, Cud.
No problem. Where's the tea? And Aegeus slowly swims up, goes, So, what's going on? Did you find some treasure?
If we did, it's not the dragons. This one's ours.
Familiar found a trident.
Yeah. Look under your feet.
And he swims in place and sort of does like a 360 vertically, and comes back up and says, "Ooh, makes my nose hurt."
Can I press the digitation so the sand away from like random bits that are stuck in the sand?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely. You're every action you can press to digitate one item, right? So there's there's in the 5-foot space, there's going to be several random items. So you can do a perception check first, and then see if you can find something interesting.
22. Where were you earlier?
Well, it would have been very hard, to be honest with you, because this thing is it's almost impossible to see one of these things when you're not in water. But imagine what it's like in water, dark water. Okay, so the perception check reveals a tube.
A tube.
Yes, it looks like a scroll tube.
Mine.
And it is attached to the hand of this fellow. And Aegeus says, "Ah, tamale."
Tamale? Is that? I'll swim over to slowly, and I'll hold the light pebble up to its body, and then I look at Aegeus and say, "Was this another one of my troop?"
Yes. She went by the name of Caliente Tamale, but we called her Hottie.
Hot tamale.
I look at Hottie. Don't really particularly feel anything, but I would like to search her pockets. See if for anything as unlikely as it is that might hint about me.
I'm going to hand her the scroll case. Don't open it while we're down here.
Exactly. You think it was a very valuable piece of art, but it's suddenly been destroyed by the salt water.
You say?
You look at Tamale's body, and it's obviously been rended by some very large claws or beak or something with very long, sharp fangs or something. The armor's torn up. There are parts of the body that are just ripped open.
Well, that's just...
Yeah, there's so much damage on the clothing and the outfit that there's almost nothing that you can actually count as a working backpack or pockets. As you search around between all of you, you will spot a number of shiny little objects in the sand underneath the body where you found it.
I press the digitate.
Yeah, so you can find 3 silver coins. And what appears to be a very small gem.
I will grab all of them.
All right.
Does it look like her wounds is from a dragon?
Sorry, what was that, Henrietta?
The wounds on her.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like it's from a dragon or?
Yeah, survival or arcana.
I join in on that as well.
Take a survival, I think. 18,
Yeah,
not too bad.
Unneeded.
Yeah, you're based on what you know from the 2 black dragons you fought yesterday. You think this is probably the result of one of the black dragons.
Okay, so they turned on them.
Well,
Possibly.
I'll tuck the scroll under my cloak and swim away.
All right. Okay, so Jessica says she's just lost internet. Actually, this is a good time for us to take a little break anyway. So why don't we all take a little break and resume in about 5-10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty. Yeah, well done. What would you all like to do?
Shall we go check on Froggy?
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 Like Salazar?
Salazar appears to have found a thing.
Oh
So
no,
I
he got bit by a crab.
He got bit by a crab.
I mean, he found a trident. If anybody wants a trident.
I want it.
Okay. It's
Somebody's-
over with that dead guy.
Somebody's going to be on the Faerun version of Hoarders.
I was gonna say, we really don't like sharing, do we?
Hey, I offered the
if you
trident.
want it, fair enough. But until then, I'm gonna hold on to it.
Okay, yeah, you wrest it from the cold, icy grip, rigor mortis grip of the of this creature with the fins. It's got a good heft and weight. It's about 5 feet long. Clearly designed for underwater use. Are you proficient in tridents?
No.
Okay. All right. So, what does the rest? What do you guys want to do?
Onwards then?
Yeah. Guess
Well,
Onwards?
the question is onwards where?
Is
The way,
this
the way we were going?
Yeah.
All right. Aegeus just looks at all of you and he sort of gestures. Lead, ladies first.
Coward.
First.
Well, I can see, so it's not a use for me going in front.
Yeah, Meridian can't see either. So, Aegeus also can't see. He normally
Swim with
casts.
Aegeus with my little light pebble.
Well, he normally just uses a torch. He says his view is, why waste a good cantrip on the light spell when there's a perfectly good torch nearby?
Well, Mr. Aegeus, unless you have a magical torch, it's up to the light spell tonight.
Yeah, well, I don't normally go underwater caved spelunking, so...
This was your idea.
Well, only because they seem to live down here. My first idea was to kill dinosaurs, and they don't live in underwater caves, usually.
I think some do.
All right, so you've given him 3 points of psychic damage.
Just from dealing with our BS.
Yes, very much so. All right.
Want to go this way or the other way?
I want to see if this tunnel meets up with this tunnel.
Left it is.
Gotcha.
Well, who wants to be in front, and how far do you want to go, and put your token on that part of the board?
Not I.
I'll be like mid back,
Ellie does not fear death.
obviously.
I'll stick close behind Ellie because I can see and have the light cantrip.
Mhm.
I'll stay near the back with anyone who can't see.
Cut is just swimming by holding on to somebody's backpack, or maybe Story's
take my tail.
horns.
I was gonna say he can take my tail.
You'll swim. Okay, right. You'll hold on to your tail.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So from here, Ellie can see 60 feet. Technically, you shouldn't be able to see 60 feet because it's so dark. But in order to speed things up, we're gonna give you regular vision. And I don't use the automatic lighting on Roll20 because I find that it always, very often I have these incredibly difficult problems with it, and then it takes longer to try to fix it than if I just did this. So, I think you guys can see about the right distance now.
It looked like up there.
Sorry, what's that?
What's it look like up there?
Your underwater impression was too good.
Damp.
It's all very wet. You can't really tell much difference in either direction. But your dwarf and your minotaur both suggest that perhaps going this way is probably the same direction as going from the original dropping in point. And you feel that there's more of a current coming in from this side.
Coming in from that side? So are we swimming against the current?
Yeah, at the moment there's a bit of a tide, it feels like, and there's a little bit of a current under the water. Not much. You know, you're very, very deep, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
But there's a bit more activity coming from this side. The sediment's a bit murkier. You can sort of feel it a little bit from around here.
Let's head this way then.
Yeah, I just want to check.
I mean, Ellie doesn't have to be in the front. If somebody else wants to go in the front and do something first, you're certainly welcome to do so.
I'm just going to swim down here a little further just to get a better look at the end of this bit of tunnel.
All right. Yeah, it does look like it sort of links up to where you might have been able to swim down to originally.
Yeah. I get the feeling we're literally swimming through lava tubes. I'm just wondering if it
Question
runs
is, does
off
it
in
just go
another
round?
direction.
Yeah.
I'm gonna scoot forward a little further.
Okay, let's see what Satina and Salazar can see. Satina can see this, and Ellie can see. All right. Okay. Yeah. I think you guys can see everything that you're supposed to see at this stage.
Okay.
Satina wants to do the two-fingered, like, this way motion.
Yeah. I'm gonna send a message to Cora that it looks like there's another pathway leading off from this tunnel here. Just about there.
So, sorry, what was, Maddie, what did Satina want to tell everybody to go towards where Satina's going?
Yeah.
Okay.
So are you going upwards rather than downwards?
Yeah, use the arrows if you can, everybody.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Or pinging is fine. That's as long as people can see where you're going.
I'm probably gonna follow Satina first, but I'm just making sure. I'm just taking note that there's another pathway that leads further in.
I can reply to your message, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna say noted, but let's follow Satina first.
Yeah.
And see what's up ahead, and then we can come back to this.
Ellie's just gonna nod and start. Oh dear. And
All right.
start.
I'm gonna move up this way.
I'm gonna use my mold earth to make a blue mark on the stone here. where I'm standing, so that
okay.
So that I know which way we came from.
Okay. Yeah,
Just
smart. Very clever.
Yeah.
Breadcrumbs. It only lasts for an hour, but just in case.
Yeah.
New spell.
Sure.
New spells are fun.
Can I give Rimfaxi a scrap? Scritches.
What's your alignment again?
Neutral evil.
Okay. Yeah, he saddles up next to you.
Keep inching forward.
Yep.
Yeah.
While we're swimming, I'm just gonna see if I see anything shiny.
We forgot the shinies.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm gonna tell Rimfaxi to stay close so that I have his light, and I'm just gonna swim and look for shinies.
Sure.
I can't see anything ahead anyway, so.
Okay. Yeah, his light is fairly bright. Go ahead and roll perception.
Okay. Perception. Double.
Nice.
Give me a roll of 5d20s.
5 d20s?
Yeah, you can roll it together.
Okay.
Jeez.
You find a pearl worth 49 gold pieces.
Ooh.
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 I put it in my pocket. Nice
Mhm.
pearl. I'm gonna write that down.
Because why not? All right. Yeah, you can feel that there is, it's not exactly a current so much as it is sort of undulating. You see that there's some seagrasses out here, and they seem to be sort of moving a little bit, very gently. You're very, very deep, right? This is extremely deep water. There's no sunlight, and there's not even that many fish. Just a few little ones, but it's not like schools and schools of fish running all over the place, which is what you would normally expect in a tropical setting. But it's clear that this is the entrance, if you will, and it looks even like it's been. Your dwarf will tell you that it's been carved out. It looks like there are chunks of it that have claw marks on the walls and the ceiling, as if something had deliberately widened it.
We're getting closer.
Possibly your dragon is
It seems promising. Can I send Salazar out to scout?
Salazar sends you back a telepathic message like, fuck no! You already got me trussed up like this, and now you want me to go out there?
I can take off the stuff. Do you want me to take off the stuff?
Oh, yes, mistress, please.
You role-played that rather too well, El.
All I'm saying is some people pay for this. We cater to all audiences.
Alright, I take the bondage off.
That was so out of pocket.
No, that is a sentence I didn't think I'd hear today.
And he is free from his restraints to do as he pleases.
He still wants you to order him around, though.
Oh my god.
All right, so he swims out in front, and he peeks the head out, and he says, and he sends you back a telepathic message. I think this is the outside. I don't see anything except what looks like sort of the side of a volcanic-based wall with some corals and things.
You can come back now.
And he comes back.
Thank you. Feel free to anything food-wise that you see.
He tries to bite at one of the fish that's nibbling on your toes, but he misses.
All right, you guys want to go the other way? We found the way out.
Another path. It's back the way we came. Onwards!
Onward.
Move about. All right.
I'm still gonna look for shinies.
Okay. Well, there's a reason why there might not be too many more around here. The further in you go, the less likely you are to find anything. For the obvious reason that dragons quite like shiny things themselves.
I hope I'm able to find a good weapon. I know I'm a wizard, but I want to do stuff melee.
You should have been born a barbarian or something.
That's strange.
Right. Aegeus is like, anybody else want to go ahead? We've got the two people who can't see shit in the front.
I'm just gonna bring Rimfax in.
Hey.
I'm just gonna swim over everyone's heads.
All right. Yeah, you're all bumping into each other as you swim. Like one person's in front of somebody else, and then they stop short, and somebody else's head bumps into their butt or their feet. Somebody kicks you in the head. All right. You make your way around the bend. I'm just going to reveal all this as you slowly find your way, since you will eventually get there. Let's put you guys down here. You might as well join Cud and Aegeus. Okay. You see a fork, which is not to say an actual fork, I mean like a split. You see a fork. On the left-hand side, there appear to be bars, ceiling to floor bars. And somewhere beyond, you see glow from either tunnel.
I think the frog should go to the one with the bars.
It's a dingle hopper. Sorry, I need to make that joke.
Yeah, can Salazar fit through the bars?
Yeah, how big is he? Tiny?
I think so.
Well, he's used to being in cramped places, isn't he?
Oh.
Yeah, he can fit through the bars. He can squeeze through. You want him to go through?
Yes, I'm going to tell him to carefully go through.
Okay. As he goes through, he goes, "Holy crap!" Or something. Telepathic, similar.
Mm-hmm.
There are people in here.
People?
People?
What kind of people?
Well, first of all, this is telepathic, so only Satina hears it.
Yeah.
He says, "I don't know. Take a look." And he's telling you to use his eyes.
Use his eyes. Yeah, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll look up here through his eyes.
Okay. The first one you see is a creature sitting what appears to be up against the opposite set of bars. Now, this is an area that seems to slope upward a bit. And as it slopes upward, there is an actual air pocket that opens and gets bigger and bigger. So this is an underwater cavern somewhere towards the other side. And the cavern opens up. And pushed up against the bars, sort of in a sitting position, leaning against them, you see what appears to be a gold-colored dragonborn. He is he's in water down to his hips, or up to his hips, but above that, he's able to sit and lean against the bars in the open air and breathe. But in the other corner, closer to where Salazar came in, there is an odd-looking fellow.
Okay.
And he seems to be breathing the water very comfortably, but he seems to be keeping a wary eye first on the Dragonborn, and secondly on Salazar.
Maybe.
I'm gonna recall Salazar. And I'm gonna relate to the party. Hey, there's two beings in there. They're just chilling. What should we do?
And this one comes over to the bars and starts shaking them and says, "Hey, you! Can you get me out of here?"
Maybe.
I'm just gonna kind of
Them up to the bars.
Yeah.
Wow, there's a lot of you. Oh, yes. And Story is caught.
Oh.
Story, you take 21 points of acid damage.
Dungeon Roomba!
Oh,
Ow.
jeez.
I'm gonna use my Hellish Rebuke because it hurt me.
Oh.
You are surprised, so you have no reaction.
Oh, goodness.
Unless your Hellish Rebuke doesn't require a reaction.
Let me
I'm guessing it
look.
does, but...
Yeah, it says, one reaction which you take in response to being damaged by a creature within 60 feet of you that you can see.
Yeah.
Oh, that's new.
Yeah. So if it requires a reaction, you're surprised you're not going to be able to use it. Dungeon Roomba. Since somebody likes to use that phrase, and I have a Roomba, we'll call it a 6. Actually, let's call it a 7. No, actually, there's 6s and 7s all over the place. Let's call it 8. All right. Anybody else need to roll? Cut? Henrietta, do you want to roll for cut? Oh, cut's going on yours. Joe, do you want to roll? Joe, you roll for cut. Henrietta, Hermfax is going on Henrietta's.
Mm-hmm. And remember, Aegeus this time.
Oh, yes, right. Aegeus, who can't see anything anyway.
Soon he will be.
Except with Hermfax's help. Who wants to roll for Aegeus? Jess, do you want to do that?
Sure.
Okay. All right.
Hopefully that gets that number out the way.
Yeah. All right. So the Roomba went first. So it'll be Cora's turn.
Okay. I am gonna open with Toll the Dead, my trusty cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
this dude fails.
Nice.
So...
Anything else?
No, I think I'm gonna stay put where I am for the moment. Can I see whether Story is blooded or not?
You are close enough to be able to tell, so I'll let Jessica tell you.
yes.
Right. Then, in which case, I am going to use Healing Word. And I will do it at level 2. Which gives you 16.
Alrighty.
Damn.
Man, when you just wanna get out of the way and keep an eye on a tunnel, and instead you step in a ooze.
It's so unfair, isn't it? All right, Ellie.
I'm going to swim up to the swim so that I can see over Meridian.
Yep.
And
I hear you, brother.
I'm just gonna fling a chill touch at it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 20.
Oh yeah.
With 14.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Nice.
Again,
Not bad for a
we're- yeah.
Well done. Okay, anybody who's next? Satina.
So I'm going to stay where I am. Well, hold on. Let me double check. Right, just melee. Okay. So I'm going to move into melee range. And I'm gonna yell at that's meta. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna yell at Cud and be like, "Get her out!" as my action.
Well done.
And then as my bonus action, I'm going to use a charge from the helm to cast Searing Smite. So the next time I hit a creature with a melee attack during the spell's duration, which is a minute, it deals an extra 1d6 fire damage. And so as my free item interaction, I'm going to pull out my quarterstaff.
Very nice. Satina channeling the paladin there. Well done.
I am.
She's missing the
Okay. Cool. Dallin.
Yep. Well, I think I just have to do the same as I did last time. Try and create a bonfire underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
And a save. 8. So
Yeah.
And I'm gonna send a Rimfaxi over to do a hoof attack. Should be just enough. Can I fit here?
Yeah.
Yeah. There, and make a hoof attack. Let's see. Right here and hoofs.
Okay. Yeah. One big nasty kick right to the midsection. And Story jiggles inside. Whoop, 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 whoop. Meridian.
Alright, it's getting a little crowded, so I'm gonna back up. And I will also swim upwards so I can get an angle at it. And cast Ray of Frost.
Mm-hmm. Woohoo!
Wonderful. 1 point of cold damage.
He sneezes.
little frosty.
Cud looks at you, Satina, and says, "What am I supposed to do? I can't feel it." And he pushes Salazar out of the way. But that's as close as he's going to get.
Fuck.
All right, Salazar.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I'm gonna send Salazar to the bars to inspect to see if they have any locks.
Not on this side.
On this side, they do.
Well, he can't move that fast, so
No.
that would be one fast frog.
It's a very fast frog. Let's see. He was over here. Should be next to Johnny Cools.
The name's Joe Fishy.
Oh, wasn't far off.
All right, story.
Alrighty. I guess I'll try to get out.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a strength.
Yes. Don't forget, you can also use inspiration.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. So it would be a strength with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
I clicked it. 14.
Yes, and that'll be enough. And you break free. I don't know where you're going to go, though.
Above
I guess. I guess maybe. I don't really want to go over here. But
Yeah, we'll say that you're above it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I move? Still.
Yes, you can still move.
Okay, yeah, I'm 5, 10 over here.
Okay, fine. That'll solve it. All right, well done. Yeah, your skin is peeling and boiling. Joe Fishy says, "Yeah, that's not good."
I mean, thank you, Cora. It's far better than it was.
Aegea says, "Is that what you've been fighting? Oh, I hate those things."
Dungeon robot.
Yes, exactly. And he is, what is he going to cast? He will cast. He'll also cast Toll the Dead. Joe, why don't you roll a d20 for it?
Yeah. Well.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
that gives me some idea of what level he is. He's a DC 17.
Yeah.
Your new god whispers in your ear. Okay, so having gone through an entire combat where the last gelatinous cube didn't actually do any attacks because your DM forgot, this one is going to attack Satina. What? Emma, let's have an attack roll.
All right.
I think 11's going to miss, no?
My armor class is 14. I don't know what its bonuses are.
Wow. Yeah, so that's going to miss.
Yes.
Cora, your turn.
Too quick.
I'm gonna Toll the Dead this dude.
Yeah, why not?
Damage now, though, so I can do that.
Holy cow.
Wow.
And there we go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And that is enough to actually kill it. And it just dissolves in the water.
Like, that's great.
Connor
I was
does
so
a
excited to use
fist.
my spell.
There's a fist in the air. Well, it's not the air, in the water.
Right. Well done.
Good job, Cora.
You did great.
Thunder.
Dude, I was so
Aegeus.
excited to use my new spell. I was so excited.
Oh, sorry. Do you want to roll your new spell?
A little bit.
Go ahead.
It's just a plus d6, that's it. But, like, it's still exciting.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. Go ahead, roll for it. You can try to smack at it for the last few things.
20.
Oh, yeah! And then you bash at some of the floating bits of jelly.
So it does 7 damage to a floating bit of jelly.
Wow.
Does it maybe knock out a cool weapon? Like a vending machine?
A vending machine? What?
Yeah, like a weapon vending machine.
A jellyfish gets stuck on the end of your staff.
Sick.
All right. Well done.
Good
yeah.
job, guys.
So you can see down the tunnel and see that this actually opens up into an air pocket stroke cavern.
Oh.
Someone else can go first.
All right.
I'm gonna send Rimfaxi
All right.
up as well.
All right.
Follow up behind.
Okay.
We're on out.
So you guys all get out there. So you now see that this is a large cavern. In the northeast corner is a large pile of silver and shiny golds, coins, and other assorted valuable items.
Sure.
Yeah.
There is
Ooh.
also, interestingly, something glowing on the wall.
Oh, what is it?
Oh, can I go investigate?
Yes, you may.
Does it look like a painting?
Is it?
It
Oh
looks
my.
like a... I don't know how you describe it. It's on the wall.
Oh, looks like flames.
That looks magical. I'll help.
That looks dangerous.
Hey, I was here first.
No, I'm helping you. You're like,
You two get into
oh, look at
a
that.
fist fight trying to...
It's mine.
Gideon ignores the prisoners for now, not knowing there's a dragonborn in there, and goes for the treasure.
I'm
Yeah.
just staring at all of this, thinking, this is bad. This is
And-
bad.
As Meridian gets closer, she
Uh-oh.
notices that there are a number of round objects in the treasure pile.
Oh.
Do not let Aegea see those.
Gia says, "Hey, look! Dragon eggs!"
Fuck.
We need a fireball.
You want to kill them? They're eggs. They're not even alive. Well, they're not even like
It
existing
depends on
yet.
what state you're in.
Yeah.
Do you not think they will grow up and become dragons that eat people?
I mean,
Train them.
they
Game
might not
one,
eat
How to
people.
Train Your Dragon, toothless.
Oh my god, yes!
I actually do have fireball if you guys are really serious about that.
Yeah, Story just nods and we'll back up.
Over all the treasure, yeah.
Okay, but in a minute, I want to see what this thing is.
Cora looks at Satina and was like, just do your thing.
The dragonborn in the cage says, "Hey, let me out! Meridian, get me out of here!"
And I turn around.
And you can see just past this mess of thorny, brushy bits that there is this fellow. You obviously don't recognize him, but Aegeus recognizes him and says, "Oh, God, it's that paladin. Oh, what a pain in the ass. Always with the, gotta do the right thing, be nice to people, put the toilet seat down. Oh, so difficult."
All right. Working on it.
Can Salazar help her to undo the lock?
So there's a lot going on here.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Let's roll initiative, and everybody can take a turn in order so that we don't miss anybody in. Because I think some of us tend to be a little bit more quiet than the others, and I don't want anybody to feel like they've been looked over. Very good. Okay, so Dallin will go first.
Yeah. I have no idea what. How big are the eggs?
Sorry, how big are the eggs?
Yeah.
They're pretty sizable. They're probably the size of they're larger than an ostrich egg, maybe bigger than a basketball.
Okay.
Maybe we should take one and raise it.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be cool.
I was thinking about that. I want a baby dragon.
A baby black dragon is such a terrible idea.
Why?
Dragons eat people.
Well, we can
No,
train
them, right?
So Dallin, what does Dallin want to do?
I want to grab an egg.
So you pick one up.
Mm.
Okay. That's your free item interaction.
Okay. And I see that they are over there. She's over there. I want to do a kind of a overall look on the treasure pile to see what's there. Is there a lot of magical items? I can see there's a lot of gold, but
Sorry, I'm gonna just make sure I put everybody else in.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. So you're looking for things beyond just gold and silver coins, basically. Okay. Yeah. Roll a perception check or investigation. Yeah. Okay. So you do spot a small chest sitting just buried in the back behind some coins. Now, you're the only one who sees it because you did that search. If you want to tell everybody, you can. If you don't,
probably gonna find out at some point. I guess it's a big chest, or is it a small?
It's a small chest. It's actually not a full chest. It's more like it's almost like an oversized jewelry box.
Okay. Can I move over and try and sleight of hand it into my backpack?
Well, you took an action to do a perception check. So
I'm just gonna go over here and look like I'm
casually standing in front of it.
And look like I'm searching for anything else.
Okay, so you've taken one egg with you.
Yep.
I'll put that over there. All right, Cora.
I want to investigate the shiny.
Yeah.
Can I use my inspiration?
Move your stuff, move your token over so I know where you are, because there's a lot of shiny stuff in here.
This shiny on the wall.
Oh, that's shiny. Okay.
That's shiny.
Well, there's a lot of other shiny over there in the corner.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, so...
Does she have to use her inspiration? Because I did say that I would help her with my magical stuff.
Oh.
Knowledge.
Sorry, is Cora using inspiration?
If I can get away with advantage with the help, then no.
Okay. All right, so I'll let you guys wait then. That'll be Arcana.
Okay.
So is Cora the one who's going to be doing the check?
Yeah.
All right, Meridian then.
Meridian. I'm going to... I'm going to see if I can hold up my little light pebble. And I'll come over here and... I'll just hold it up. I'm going to see if there's like a key hanging on the wall anywhere.
Yeah.
Something to unlock the cage with.
Perception's a good one.
Perception, where did you go?
You don't see it on the wall, but you notice that this dead body of a white dragonborn, which you think might have been also part of your party, is wearing such a key around his neck.
I kind of look down, kind of snort, because obviously I'm the better white dragonborn here, and I'll take the key.
Role played to perfection.
Hey, I don't remember these people. They mean nothing to me.
Absolutely. Okay. You take the key. Yeah. So that's your action and your free item interaction.
Yeah.
Okay. Satina.
Very good.
You're helping. So Joe has rolled a 15.
Mm-hmm.
Cora thinks that this is a planar gate.
Ooh.
Which is?
This is a permanent teleportation portal that will allow access to another plane, another dimension.
Maybe that's where the dragon's at. Since it's not here.
Well, I think you killed the dragons.
Oh, I thought there was another one. My bad.
Yeah, that would be a lot of dragons for one encounter. But hey,
Yeah.
So, it's not clear where it goes to without going through it. It does look like fire, but it's not hot. And actually, as it flickers, you realize that it actually moves and feels wet as you get near it.
Oh. I'm going to tell the party what I think it is.
All right.
I thought you were about to say I'm going to teleport, and I was like, okay.
Just dive right
No
in
hesitation.
I'll just go right in.
See ya! Howdy! Okay. Story. Your turn. Story's investigating she's the archaeologist of the group.
I'm curious, so I'm just like moving around. I'll move up over here and just kind of wondering what this is. Is it just a dead pile of bones? Just
Yeah, roll. This will be investigation because you're trying to figure it out.
alrighty. Doesn't have advantage, but 13.
Okay, but 13's fine. I mean, without exhuming it and digging underneath and checking it closer, just sort of a cursory examination, picking up a few odd bones here and there, it does look a bit like it's probably a very old carcass. Of a dinosaur, obviously. Possibly consumed.
Okie doke.
Salazar.
Yes. Is there any way for Salazar to help with the lock?
Meridian found the key.
Oh, she found the key?
Mm.
Okay.
Yep. I mean, Salazar doesn't know that, but...
Yeah, no. All right. I'm
Salazar trying to lick at the lock with his tongue.
All right. Then I'm going to... I don't know what he's going to do. He's just going to move over to Cud. And that'll be it.
Cud picks Salazar up and puts him on top of his head.
Aww.
Aww.
Ellie.
It's either help unlock the cage or look at the dead thing. I'm gonna look at the dead thing. I'm gonna go over here. Can I investigate?
Sure.
So. Nope.
Yeah, you're not even sure that it's a dinosaur.
Dead.
I mean,
It is a skeleton, therefore I
could be
like it.
a fish or dragon.
Looks like a bird to me.
Bird.
She does know that it's got bones.
It's pretty sure it's got bones. Not 100%, pretty sure. All right, the others. So, Cut is going to stand there and protect Salazar. Hormfaxi is going to come over and hang out next to Ellie and poop on Ellie's shoes. The Gold Dragonborn shouts out, "Would you please help me out of here? Meridian."
I've got the key. Calm down.
My underpants are so wet you wouldn't believe.
We've just been swimming through that.
And the other fellow comes up to this side since you're all there and goes, "Look, if you let me out of here and let me get through the portal, I'll make sure that if you ever come to the plane of water, you get a nice warm reception. Everybody knows Joey Fish is over there."
Seems fair.
Aegeus, meanwhile, where is Aegeus? Where did Aegeus go? What the hell is he?
He's back in the
Wait for
tunnel.
me.
There's the yeah.
No. You stay over there.
He says, "Look at that!" And he sees the chest.
No.
And he opens it. And you see a light shining on his face as he lifts out what appears to be a beautiful and wicked-looking dagger.
That's awesome.
I want...
Who's up for killing Aegeus? Joking. That was a joke.
Was it?
A little
I'm
bit.
kind of
Joking, not
leaning that
joking.
way.
Joking, not joking. Yeah.
Yeah. Damn it.
Let's see. Who wants to roll investigation for him? Or Arcana.
Me.
I guess it should be Arcana. Yeah, go ahead, Joe. Should be investigation. Okay. He looks at it, and he looks at it further, and he says, "Oh, this is not good. This is not good at all." And he closes the box again, and he starts to put it away in his backpack.
Hey, I found it first. Damn it.
Trust me, you don't want this.
What is it?
At
Why?
that moment, Dallin, or actually Henrietta, would you roll a d10?
D10.
Yeah, the egg that you're carrying pops open.
Ooh.
Oh,
Hello, little one.
Oh,
Mama.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think it's a mama. And a little dragon wormling pops out.
Please tell me you have a cute picture.
Oh.
Get him.
And
Oh,
immediately attacks Dallin by breathing acid on her.
Fuck.
No! I just want to squish your scaly little cheeks.
not so squished.
Yeah, that's not
I,
how it works.
I can't help but say, I told you so.
But it's so tiny. It doesn't know any better.
Oh my god, the anthropomorphization of you guys.
It's a
Bye.
dragon.
Wow, he does not like that word, does he? Too many syllables. Bark, bark, bark.
well, that's my dog this time.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah.
So, who is it? Dallin? Yeah.
Mhm.
Dallin, let's have a dexterity saving. No, sorry. Wrong one. What happened? Too many things open. There we go. Yeah, dexterity saving throw. Por favor. Ooh, yeah, surprised by it. You get hit with it, as does Aegeus. And he immediately casts a spell that reduces the damage. You will be taking, or you'll be taking all of the damage, obviously.
I think I'm gonna use my absorb elements as well.
Wow. Yeah, 5d8. 34 points of acid damage.
Can I use mine as well?
Yep, you can. And actually, can you roll a save for Aegeus as well, Henriette?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, he doesn't take quite as much as you do. But he is burned as well. So you'll take 17 points. Yeah. Cora.
Wow. So Dalin takes 17, and Aegeus not quite so much.
Well, he seems to have made us. He managed to dodge out of the way part of it, as well as casting a spell.
Is Ellie damaged? She's got a red dot.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Ellie wasn't fully healed, and Jess is still
use
damaged as well.
my channel divinity, which is 40 hit points. So I'm going to give Darlene her 17.
Okay, and Story is injured still, right?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I had switched it to yellow because I figured it wasn't like bloodied worthy.
And hurt.
Well,
Yes.
okay. All right.
Okay. Okay, so in which case I will give I'd give Ellie and Story. In fact, I'll just give everyone 10 each.
I probably won't need 10.
Okay, so I'll give Story and Ellie 5 each and 15 each to Aegeus and Dalin.
Aegeus doesn't need that much.
Okay. Does Story need any more?
I think if you give 5 to Story, Ellie, and then the rest to Dallin, that's Dallin probably doesn't need that much either.
No.
Actually.
Yeah, no,
Dalin
story like the last few peeled skin heals over. She's back to full.
Yeah. You don't even need to use all 40 points.
Okay. I'll just heal everyone though.
Okay. So how much is it again? It's 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, and 17.
Yeah, and then whatever Aegeus needs.
27. He doesn't need that much. He's barely touched, really. Okay. I'm going to leave him injured because we'll just say. Okay.
Can I make a? I know I can't really have a conversation with Satina, but I want to kind of say frog portal. And shrug.
Yeet.
He's gonna hate me.
Make a sentence using the words portal, frog, yeet. All right, Meridian.
Right. I will use my movement and my action come around this way, around Cud.
Mm-hmm.
Get up to the gate, squeeze by the thorns. And, well, I can't really use my action to unlock the gate or anything. So I suppose I'll just walk up.
Sorry, you're using an action to do what?
To move 60 feet to get over there.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Where were you? You were here, right?
Yeah, I didn't want to move thorns, and I...
Okay, right, fine.
Cut, so...
Okay. I mean, unlocking the door is like a free item interaction.
Okay. And then I'll use my free item interaction to unlock the gate.
Okay. Cool. Satina.
Yes. I'm
Just
going
push
to.
Cora through.
She's got water breathing.
What's the worst
I'm
that can happen?
telepathically. I'm going to say to Salazar, "Hey, buddy, you want to go for a swim?"
Salazar responds in a way that you cannot possibly be repeated in polite company.
I'll let you go back to the portal dimension.
Last time you sent Salazar someplace through a portal, he most of the time he didn't make it.
Yeah, but this one's different.
So mechanically, as you know, if you order him to go through the portal, he has to follow. He has to follow.
I know, but I don't want him to be mad at me.
Well, if you're genuinely asking his opinion, he shakes his head no.
Oh, okay.
But he's never gonna volunteer.
I mean, that's true. I'll just make Ellie I'll get Ellie to put Edgar in it because she won't hesitate.
So, do you want to do anything with your turn?
No.
Besides trying to order? Okay.
That's it.
All right, story. You see your comrades being attacked by the cutest little black dragon baby ever.
Oh, I forgot about the dragon.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I just imagine, like, she's looking at this thing, and then she hears crick crack, looks over, and then she's just, like, looking over in that direction, like, and she'll just meander over here and look at Dallin and be like, she will ask, I'll use my action to ask her, what are you gonna do about that?
Tell him
like,
no.
What do you want to do about that?
Yeah, you can respond since she's using her action.
I'm gonna tell him that that's not what we do to people.
Ooh, okay,
Gonna
so I
Bad
move
dragon.
5, 10, 15. I will then back up 5, 10, 15.
Hit it on the snout with a rolled up newspaper. All right,
and I'll
very
just
good.
stand back and watch.
Speak comic.
Okay, Salazar. You didn't order Salazar to go through, so he's not going to do anything.
Yeah.
Unless you want him to do something.
He can go, or he can't travel that far. Never mind. He can only go 20 feet.
Well, he can go 40 if you dash him.
I'm gonna dash him over to the. Oh, is that far enough? Yeah, I'm gonna dash him over to the coin pile.
Okay. Well, okay, yeah, that's fine.
Oh,
He's
I need my cursor.
small enough. That's fine. I'll move him for you.
Thank you.
Okay. Ellie.
She's just gonna completely freak out over the cuteness of this tiny dragon. He's a cute little murdered lizard. Aww.
And then kill it.
I'm gonna just kind of this way. Can I use message to send the baby dragon? Basically tell the baby dragon, no, you do not breathe. You do not use your breath weapon on friends.
Sure. So, and you're trying to persuade it to not attack?
So, more like I'm just telling it off. But
Okay, but what mechanical effect are you trying to achieve?
essentially, I'm going to try and stop it from attacking.
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, go ahead. I mean, the message is an action, but it's really a persuasion check. So go ahead and roll persuasion. Unless you're trying to intimidate it.
Either way, I'm going to try and persuade it.
Okay.
No, that's not a nat one. That's not a nat one. That is a 2 minus 1. I am not very persuasive.
Aegeus looks at you and says, "That's some distinction there." And at which point, Aegeus goes, "Ah, dirty beast!" And he is going to, he'll cast a spell as well. He'll do the same thing he did last time. Toll the dead, but this one's uninjured. Joe, do you want to roll a save?
Yeah. $15.
Okay, it is gonna. And it screams as these bell-like sounds go off, and you see that it looks like it's rattled. The gold dragonborn pops out, as does Joey Fish's. And Cud, because he wasn't given any orders, doesn't quite know what to do. Although he will move closer just in case he's needed. Let's see. Maddie, roll a d10, would you?
Okay, okay. That's a 4.
Is indeed. And another one pops open.
Oh god, okay. Okay.
And another dragonborn comes out. And you watch in horror as this one also breathes acid on Aegeus and Dallin. Henrietta, go ahead and make a save. Emma, you can save for Aegeus.
Yep. I'm going to use my reaction this time as well.
Yep. Okay. That is just enough, so you can take half damage on that.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be 13 points before you use any absorb elements. The 6 if you use absorb elements. And Emma, you rolled an 8 for Aegeus, is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so Aegeus looks like he got the worst of that. All right, Dallin, your turn.
Okay, I'm kind of coming to my senses and seeing that this wasn't the greatest idea. Trying to... So, let's see. I'm going to... Can we say that the eggs are creatures? Or are they objects? We know that there are creatures inside them.
Yes, so this is for the purposes of a spell?
Yep.
What's the spell?
Wither and Bloom.
I guess we can say that they're creatures for this purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to center it in... Let's see... 10-foot radius, so it should get... let's see... Jesus.
Might as well cast it from your character sheet.
Yeah, I'm just gonna see... Yeah, I can get everyone. Let's see. God, there's so
you can get all the dragons and the eggs.
Yes. Wow, 6 damage. And Aegeus, if he wants to, we can use a hit dice to get some hit points.
He looks at you. He points at you instead.
Me?
So that means you can use it.
Oh. I need to roll save. Should I roll for each of them, or?
You can roll a save for each of them if you'd like.
That's...
Or why don't we have everybody roll one save and
Yeah.
you can roll the rest.
Okay.
So everybody rolls one save, so that'll be 5 for the rest of the party, and then you'll roll 4 for yourself.
So 4 for me.
Okay, so it's 6. Yeah, 6 or 3, basically, right?
Oh,
And yours is a DC 15 con.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it looks like 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Missed one person. Jess, Joe, Emma, Maddie, Tara. You didn't roll.
I wrote.
Tara?
Sorry.
Okay. So looks like 4 of them save and take 3 points. The others take 6 points. And all of the eggs pop open.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And I'm gonna call for Infax as well.
Get me the fuck out of here.
Death by Rimlings.
Yeah. This is not good.
Well, I mean, you wanted them to be creatures. It happens. Wasn't expecting you to do that, but yeah,
No.
that works out just
Didn't.
fine.
Think a lot.
No. It was a good tactic.
Oh my goodness.
Well, Sachina can fireball it.
Okay.
Not a good idea.
Cora, your turn. We're over time,
Okay.
so I think we're not going to be able to finish this fight today, unless somebody's going to do something that wipes them all out in one round. So we can finish off this round, and then see how it goes.
Did Dallin take her movement?
Oh, Dallin, did you want to move?
Yeah,
You're kind of surrounded by people.
I can move. I kind of forgot about that. Yep, I'm gonna.
They will
move.
bite you, but yeah, that's possibly
But
better
it's
than
only
being...
2. That's.
Yep.
Let's
Okay.
see, 30. Yeah.
Well, you can't move through it, so you'll have to move here.
Yeah.
So that'll be 3. 1, 2, and then 3.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Bye.
1, 2. Okay, so that'll be 3 opportunity attacks on you.
Yep.
Tara, Jess, and Maddie, why don't you roll an attack each?
Ow, ow.
And what is Dallin's
14.
armor class? 14. Okay, so it looks like 2 of them are going to hit.
Yep.
So you get hit for a total of 14 piercing damage
Mm-hmm.
and 4 acid damage. And you already used absorb elements, right?
Yeah.
So you'll be hit by the acid damage for 2 points instead of 4.
Okay.
So it's 14 piercing, but 2 acid.
2 acid.
All right.
That's fine. That's fine.
I'm going to put a little red marker on you just so I know.
Yeah.
Cora.
Okay, I am going to Toll the Dead this one here.
Sorry.
Sorry, which one? The first one?
The one nearest to me, so this one here.
Okay, yep. Yes, it fails its save and dies. Feel proud of yourself?
Then, yeah.
Literally just born.
Hey, it hurt my friends. It's gonna die. I am
Spoken like a true cleric of Lathander. Oh, oops.
Not really. And then I am going to cure wounds on Dallin because she's right next to me.
Yep.
Just bear with me. I should do that at level 1. Where are you gone? There we go.
Excuse me.
You get 9 hit points back.
Wow. Okay, anything else?
Nope. That's everything.
Awesome. All right, who's next?
That
Me.
would be Meridian.
Yes. Alright, I'm gonna push past Fish Boy. To here, and let's see, I will try and get rid of as many of these as possible. So I'm gonna shoot a Chaos Bolt towards this one right here, but expend 1 sorcery point to make it a twin spell and target this one as well. So 2 Chaos Bolts for the price of 1.
Yeah.
And we'll see if any of them jump or hit.
Yeah, so it looks like none of them jump. But
Isn't
you
it
do...
if you roll this?
The first one would have jumped if it hits.
Yeah, 2 3s.
Oh, right. Sorry, I was thinking it's what the damage is on the thing. Yeah, okay, right. So the first one does jump. Yeah, you're right. I gotta remember how this thing works. Okay, if you roll, same, make a new attack roll against the new target. Okay, so you got a third one in there, basically.
Yeah. Do they hit?
Well, the 11 doesn't hit. No.
Oh, then they both miss.
The 7 also does not hit. But you do make a new attack roll, so you can go ahead and roll a third attack.
I'll have it. So that was from the first one, so I'll have it jump towards the one in the corner.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
And that one slams against the wall and doesn't hit either.
Ah. No worries.
They're newborns, but they're still dragons.
Tough little baby. Okay,
They
that's quick.
are. Well done.
Thank you.
Meridian. Yes. Sorry, Satina.
Yes.
Salazar looks at you.
And I'm going to give him the saddest look. And I'm going to say I'm sorry. To him and to Aegeus.
Aegeus just closes his eyes, leans his head back, pulls his arms wide open.
That is a DC 14.
Yes, it is.
Oh, my spell
damage.
description isn't on.
Yeah, so
Let me fix that.
36. So let's see. DC 14. So basically, let's see. Okay, so let's have everybody roll 1, and then Maddie, you can roll 3. Ooh, a lot of high rolls. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my.
4. Okay. 1,
Still
2,
take half
3.
damage though, don't they?
They do take half damage. Yeah.
They're still gonna have 18. Which is
Yeah.
awesome.
I'm rolling 3 or 4?
You're rolling 3. Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
One, two. Okay, so these two are going to be toast, literally. They crisp up. And Aegeus, you can roll Aegeus' save as well.
Okay.
He
That's an
takes
8.
the full brunt of it, and because he's already used his reaction, he cannot use it again for absorb elements for fire. And you just watch him, literally his hair just all burns away.
Oh, poor guy.
Rip Salazar.
Yeah, my poor boy.
He looks bad. And Salazar, of course, all you smell of Salazar is frog legs.
Yeah.
No.
I even looked to see if I could dismiss him as a bonus action. It's a full action to dismiss him.
It sure is.
It made me so sad.
He is going to poop in your shoes.
That's fair.
Story.
All right, I'm going to move up 5.
All of these other little wormlings are bloodied now, though. You can all see that they look really bad. What an entry into the new world.
Serves them right for spitting acid on us.
I mean, that's just how they, for all you know, that's their version of, waking up and crying.
Now they really have a reason to cry.
All right. Well, I'm gonna leave the killing to everybody else, but I will cast Bane on the 3. This one, basically, these 3.
Okay. Go ahead and roll all 3 of them. Okay. Yeah, they are all affected. I'm going to put a little purple and pink circle on all of them. Let's just try to remember that means Bane. All done?
Yep, and that is me.
All right. Ellie, your turn.
I'm gonna move up to this one. I don't want to kill these dragon babies, but
A bit late for that now.
I know I don't want to kill them.
You just
I
wait
don't
till
know.
they spew
I
acid
have
in you.
to, so I'm just gonna hit it. Oh no!
All right.
I
Yeah.
just want to kind of do a swat across the nose, just bad, but it's probably gonna end up killing it.
Okay. Well, it doesn't kill it, but it is injured.
I'm just gonna kind of.
Anything else? Okay. And Aegeus is just going to say, fuck it. And he drops a fireball
On himself?
on himself.
Oh, what a
My
G.
goodness.
Well, it can't
Well,
target
no.
it, so it doesn't hit himself, can't he?
Well, he is going to target it. He's going to put it right. He's actually going to just take the opportunity attack and move away. And regardless of how much damage it does, it's not going to be enough to kill him. So, and then he's going to drop it on the back wall, and it'll be enough to go off on the whole area and kills every single one of the remaining. They were all very, very badly injured, so it doesn't even require a save.
Nice. Roasted
Good
dragon.
game, guys.
Sorry.
And
Kind
you
of-
look at him. He turns around, looks at Satina, and you look at him. He's got his hair is all scorched off, looking like his namesake. He's got burns and smoke literally coming off of his second-degree skin, and he just looks at you and says, "Respect." And that will be the end of the session.
Nice.
Good session.
That was awesome.
I love the background music. So cool.
Yeah, it was so weirdly calming while you guys were dying left and right.
Yeah.
Again, this entire game has just felt like Subnautica.
Well, I'm glad you guys liked it, and I'm glad there was some immersion. So, well done. You've killed a whole bunch of little tiny baby cute dragons.
Yay!
Not me this time. Wasn't me.
Finally got to use Fireball.
You
Finally
did.
got to use Fireball.
My
Well
DM
done.
has been bugging me about Fireball.
And now you
Oh my
understand why.
Yeah.
I apologize for trying to make you useful.
Oof.
No, it's fine. I just didn't want to be useful.
I know. So, you guys have some interesting things to think about. What do you do with this portal? What do you do
Salazar is
with
not going to trust me.
Salazar is going to... You're going to have to watch what you eat because he's going to be pooping in anything. What do you do with that dagger?
The mysterious dagger that he said, oh shit, to.
Yes. And why did he say that?
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody remember? Do you kill your last Dragonborn mercenary? All the others are dead. What about Joey Fishes?
Such a weirdo.
I don't know. He said something about a warm welcome in the water world. Like, can we do any worse than this island?
I mean, our water breathing only
Yeah.
lasts for 24 hours.
And you can
Maybe
cast it
it's
again.
not
I can cast
all
it again
water.
and
Big
again
facts.
and
Big
again.
facts. That'd be dope.
I wonder if that would work like you know, since it's a ritual, like if you cast it every day for what, a year, it just becomes permanent.
What if we use
No.
the polymorph potion so one of us can just like turn into like a mermaid or something? That'd be dope.
Yes.
Yes, you. Yeah, everybody always wanted to be Ariel at one point, so why not?
Yeah.
It's less wanting to be Ariel. It's more I just want to leave all this crazy BS that's going on the land, and just out.
Yeah.
It seems just so calm. I can just avoid all of that. Swim.
Yeah. Sure. I mean, after all, Waterworld has to be calm and safe, right?
Yeah.
Nah.
No monsters there.
No, no monsters there. And
It
as
just-
a final note, Salazar, who knows? Maybe he liked it.
No.
Oh, my poor kinky frog.
I'm just,
And on that note,
Yeah, and on that note,
yeah.
I kind of just want to summon Edgar and kind of feed him the. No, it's
Yep.
too sad. It's too sad.
all right. Good session. See you guys next Thursday. Have a wonderful week, everybody.
You too.
Yeah, you too.
You
Sounds
too.
good.
Take care. Bye.
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 Bye.